The Holistic Self-Assessment, Chapter 5, The Holistic View. Question: how can I think holistically about my goals? As we noted in the first chapter, the goal of the holistic self-assessment is to help you identify inconsistencies between your thoughts, words, and actions. If holism asks us to examine whole systems rather than individual pieces, what does it mean for us to take a holistic view of our lives and goals? When applying the holistic perspective to our lives, a helpful goal can be to go from simply identifying the problems we see to understanding how our individual actions and habits are contributing to them. It is a fairly simple task to point fingers at external actions unfolding around us. A more rewarding perspective is gained by examining our own individual actions. By holding ourselves accountable and asking, "How am I contributing to X?" we can make strides in aligning our thoughts and words with our actions. Applying the holistic perspective also means we dig even deeper into our lives to see if we are living in line with our principles and goals. In the last chapter, we focused on identifying and altering habits that are not conducive to being the best version of yourself. Now, we will work on identifying inconsistencies in specific areas of our lives that relate to the world at large. For my own assessment, I have concentrated on 3 areas: economy, food and health, and relationships. But you may find that you want to add other categories that relate to your personal development. The first category I examine in my personal life is my economy, specifically how I make my money and where I spend it. In order to stay true to my principles and values, I have had to reconsider the types of businesses and individuals I support with my hard-earned money. I also don't want to support myself by making money in ways that are inconsistent with my belief in the golden rule, self-ownership, and the 7th generation principle. The same goes for food. For me, this category is about the type of food I eat, the source of that food, and the impact of my diet on my health and the health of the planet. Applying the holistic perspective to our relationships means taking a deeper look at the quality and type of relationships we allow into our lives. The next chapter will look at our relationships specifically, but for now, take time to look at your life through a holistic lens. Exercise. The last chapter examined personal habits in different areas of our lives. For this exercise, we are thinking about different areas of our lives that relate to the world at large. Start with your personal economy, food, and relationships. Think of other areas that are important to you and consider whether or not these parts of your life are consistent with your vision of your best self. For example, you might want to include business and determine whether or not the people you do business with and the type of business you engage in is in line with your principles. Write down your habits related to these categories and spend a few minutes on each, reflecting on any changes you can make to live more in line with your principles and goals. If you identify inconsistencies, write down an explanation of why you think the action or behavior is out of step with your principles. Spend time doing this for every area of your life until you are satisfied that you have identified all the unfavorable actions.